Have you been wondering what the heck is all in that new Inflation Reduction Act bill that passed that has that big climate change investment? I've been wondering also. So today I want to share some of the things that I found out, and I'd love to hear your input too. I hopped on to a town hall today with the Climate Reality Project. Vice President Al Gore, former Vice President Al Gore, gave kind of his take on all of it. It was pretty interesting because you probably heard that there were a lot of great things in the bill, but also some bad things as far as what it will do to the climate. And so I wanted to let you know that first is that the analysis 24 to 1, even if all the negative impacts did go through. So we'll talk about that more in a second. So let's first talk about what the bill is itself. I'm going to be referring to some of the things that I heard Vice President Gore saying, as well as some of the research that I've done looking at articles, analysis from Scientific America and Vox and New York Times, Greenpeace, and The Grid. And I'll post all those links there so that you can check them out for yourself. Thinking about way back to 1988 was when James Hansen, a climate scientist, testified to the US saying that global warming was happening. We need to do something about it. Now, more than 3 decades later, Congress is finally passing this historic bill. Biden's promise was to reduce the US emissions by 50% by 2030. This bill is estimated to get us to 30 to 40% rather than 50%. It's a little less impressive than it sounds because even without this bill, we'd be at 20% emissions reductions. But anyhow, it's pretty major that somewhere around 30 to 40% reductions by 2030. During that briefing by Vice President Gore, which I didn't have the source for, that says that investing in renewables provides 3 times more jobs than investing in fossil fuels. So that's a big part of what this is going to. So it's the biggest thing that the US has ever done to tackle climate change. It's nearly $370 billion investment. And one of the cool things is that a big part of it is tax credits and rebates for consumers. So if you buy a solar panel or an electric vehicle car, new or used, then you may qualify for a rebate or a tax credit. So for solar, that goes back up to 26% again of a tax credit. Actually, it's 30% for solar systems installed now through 2032. So let's say that you're going to spend $25,000 on a solar system, then you could get a tax break of 30% of that. And then there's rebates for energy efficient appliances, as well as heat pumps for water heaters, space heating, heat pumps for space heating and cooling, electric stoves or ovens, electric heat pump clothes dryers. Wow, I don't even know what that is. We're going to have to dive into that. Upgrades to circuit breaker boxes and improvements to insulation and ventilation. I don't know how these rebates are going to work. I guess we'll find out more about that. The heat pump rebate could be up to $8,000, which is pretty cool. But also if you do a whole house renovation, so let's say you do insulation and air sealing and new windows, if you reduce your home's energy usage by 35%, then you would be eligible for up to $8,000 in rebates or 80% of the cost, whichever is left. The parts that are the negatives that were concessions to Joe Manchin, permitting and opening new areas for exploration. If all of those go through, then the negative impact there would be 1 compared to 24 times the benefit of everything else. So that's a good thing. But of course, the communities where that is going to happen tend to be the folks that always get the short end of the stick, it seems, in these fossil fuel directed projects. So it's more of these fossil fuel projects are going to more so impact the communities, Black and Brown communities, Indigenous communities, and lower income folks. We still want to keep an eye on those and advocate to reduce their impact and to have more of an eye on environmental justice, going forward. But some of the things that are a little bit optimistic is that those sidecar bills that they were called, that was part of that compromise, it's not clear that all those are actually going to make it through legislation, which would be cool. And then the other thing is that it's not clear that investors are going to want to invest in some of that fossil fuel exploration. So those are two good things. The US is one of the few countries, it seems, that can really rally others to take action and to step into that leadership role. And that was abdicated during the previous administration. We're hearing from other countries that the fact as the US is saying, yes, we can transform our economy off of fossil fuels, is making it better and easier for other countries who are trying to push something similar to say, hey, if the US is doing it and one of the largest economies in the world, then we can do it too. All right, so I hope that gives you a quick overview of what all is in there. If you're interested in making a positive environmental impact with your home, I suggest you take a look at the video that I created about doing an energy audit. I also have another one about 10 places that you can find rebates to help you make those changes. And there's going to be more coming along the way. If you're interested in making a move to Denver, then please reach out. I'd love to help you. And also, if you just want to know how to improve the energy or water efficiency of your home, then let me know. You can call, text, email, and I'd love to help you take action. All right, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I hope to see you soon in the Mile High City.